Okay, welcome to another episode of Clyde the Tank 2.0 on the road. You guys haven't seen me for almost 2 months because of some private circumstances, but we're back. We're back with nobody else than Jason Wilnis. He's former Glory champ, and he's gonna translate to MMA. So, welcome, Jason. First of all,
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to having a conversation with you about your career. How's life?
Life is good.
Yes.
It's good. I'm doing my thing. Getting ready to fight, and yeah.
Your fight's gonna be in 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, 25 of July.
25 July.
Yeah. So yeah, we're busy.
You're busy. How's your brother, by the way, Jafar?
My brother is good.
Yeah.
You know, he make the step to Said
Yeah.
SB gym, and he's working there with guys from there. So he's doing good.
Does he have a fight coming up?
Not a date yet, but I think in a couple of
Weeks, months.
months, yes, he's fighting.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it, because your brother is also, he's a tough cookie. He's a tough cookie. I like the way that you guys fight. You fight with your heart, and that's also the reason why I wanted you to come for the interview, because you're gonna make a transformation from kickboxing, because you have been doing kickboxing for how many years?
I'm kickboxing for 14 years now.
14 years
so,
already.
Yes.
When exactly did you become Glory champ? How many years?
The Glory Championship was in 2016.
It's already 5 years ago?
Yes.
And you won the championship from
Simon Marcus.
Simon
I
Marcus,
won by TKO in the third round. Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah,
It was really,
Good fight, man. Yeah.
yes. But because he's also a tough fighter,
Yes.
more Muay Thai orientated, not like really kickboxing. He's more Muay Thai.
Muay Thai fighter, yes.
Yes, I remember when you became champion. I was like, wow, because for the people that don't know, I know when you started training, because you started training with first with Erika.
Yes, he was one of my first
First
coaches.
first
also.
coaches.
Yeah.
And then you trained. How many years did you train with the gym Coliseum?
Now I was there a long time from the beginning.
Yes.
So it's 13 years that I've been there, you know.
And doing your thing.
So yes, we had many fights and stuff.
Yeah.
But then we became older. Things happen, and yeah.
Yes,
I
I always
got
say.
go my way, man.
Yes. Okay. I think that's a good thing. You have a lot of fighters who, in the beginning, they start with one trainer, and after a few
Yeah.
years, they develop and they think they have to go somewhere else. It's up to you. So it's not a problem. You learn, you live, and you learn. Experience.
Yes, and I was, praying for to God for things to, to shine light on my career, and how crazy it happened, man. It happened. You know, we separate from each other,
Yeah.
but the other things came within.
Yeah.
So I was just happy, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good.
Yeah, for sure.
The one thing I was really happy to hear that you were about to go and do MMA.
Okay.
Because I always said that the way you're built, your explosiveness, your combinations, I think you can be also a really, really deadly force in the MMA. It's not going to be easy because
No.
you have to gain some experience.
Of course.
But you train. How long are you training MMA? Training now?
I'm doing it for a couple of years now. You know, we started with wrestling
Yes.
at the old gym, and then I was doing it, stopped from it, doing it, and then I was going to do MMA. But you know, I was doing some kickboxing fights also. But I'm doing it for a time now. You know, wrestling, and then we make everything just better.
Yeah.
And yeah, now I'm doing it for 4 years maybe that I'm in my head that I'm going to fight MMA, you know.
MMA.
So it's not just from a day.
Yeah.
We were working on it.
So you were thinking about it for
I
a
was
long
thinking
time.
about it. Should I do it? You know,
Mhm.
spoke with some people and they say, yeah, go give it a chance.
Yeah.
Of course, there was some people who didn't support it.
Yeah.
But like I said, God, He sees everything. and he shines the light, man. So
Yeah.
that's why we're here now, man.
You know what's funny because I think some people don't know that you are one of the few fighters who defeated the champion and superstar Israel Adesanya in glory. Yeah?
Yes.
And if you look at the career of Israel right now, he's mega superstar. He became multi-millionaire. But just leave the money side of it apart. Did you ever think that because you knew that he was doing MMA that he was gonna be the star he is today?
No, it's you know, you can't say that from the beginning,
Yeah.
but he had a big talent. You can
Yeah.
see it also in his MMA fights before the UFC.
Yes.
You know, but we all have had to see it. So we didn't knew, but he was something special. Also when I fought him,
Yeah.
you know, I was kicking him and punching him hard, and he wasn't. You know, he didn't give a give a thing about it. You know, and he was that was something special about him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that he came this far is special.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. When the matchmaking was announced, you were against Israel Adesanya. You know, no homo, no pussy. But I thought he was going to win the fight against you, not on KO, but just outsmart you a little bit and make a lot of points. Because I know you put a lot of pressure. You're a pressure fighter, but he is a technical, moving fighter. And I was like, maybe the first 2 rounds you're gonna pressure him, and then he's gonna start counting. And no way he's gonna knock you out. I wasn't thinking about, but I thought he was gonna outpoint you. And for me, okay, I was happy that you won, but I wasn't expecting that to happen. And the reason why I tell you this is because now he became the star he is today. Does it motivate you also to go and do MMA and think that you can be maybe, you don't have to be a star, but as good as he is in MMA?
Yes, yes, because I see him against top UFC fighters.
Yeah.
He won, you know. And then I'm thinking about my fight against him, and I stand there in front of him, you
Yeah.
know, give him a hard time. And for
Tough
me,
time,
yeah,
tough.
you know, and for me it's the motivation, and you know that I won from him, and I can compete with these guys,
Yeah.
this level of fighting.
Yeah.
So that motivates me. And sometimes I'm on the streets and people say, "Hey, you one of Adesanya, man." You know, they recognize it, and for me that's
It's
that's
ultimate
the yeah, you know, the motivation, the sign that I'm you
also
know,
recognition.
yeah, that I can compete with these guys. So
Yeah.
that gives me a good feeling, man.
Do you have contact with him or?
No, we spoke a little after the fight, but you know he was unhappy with the result after
Yeah.
that fight. But then we didn't spoke. I follow him his fights from in the UFC, but we didn't spoke from
Do you
them.
think it's an option to maybe contact him and maybe get some training in? I'm just giving it like an option, because
Yeah,
he involved as an MMA fighter a lot. So and I think maybe if you did something like go for 3 weeks to New Zealand and train a little bit, I think it could help you in your career also.
yes, it's possible. You know, I'm open from for these kind of things, but
Yeah.
we didn't have
about it.
contact or something. But there's a lot of gyms, man, in the USA also
Yeah.
to join and to learn. So
Yes.
I'm open for that for sure.
You've been to Dagestan, eh?
Dagestan, yes, in
Dagestan.
Russia, yes, yes.
Yeah. I think like 1 year, 2 years ago, I think
It
so.
was- yeah, 2018 was it?
Me, God,
Yeah.
3 years ago already.
Yeah.
Okay. How many weeks were you there?
I was 2 weeks there.
2 weeks there.
Training and also relaxing. You know, we did Muay Thai training
Yeah.
and wrestling and MMA. You know, was grappling kind of training.
With which kind of fighters do you know? There were some famous fighters.
No,
in
no,
the
there,
camp?
there was many fighters, but local fighters
Yeah.
from that area, you know, Kislia, it called. It's a small town there, and of course my friend Magomed, he's a recognized fighter from there,
Yeah.
Muay Thai champion. He fought in Kunlun, and now he's fighting MMA also.
Yes,
So yes, the guys from there, man.
of course, because when we say Dagestan, Habib.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's his city, man. And all the guys know each other. You know,
Yeah.
that's like a big family,
Big
man.
family. They were like really brothers, huh?
Yeah,
Real brothers.
yeah.
When I look at the team of Habib, I don't see a team. I see a family.
No, they're family, and that's
Yeah.
also how they treat each other.
Yeah.
How they, how they eat together.
Yeah.
They sleep together. Everything together, man.
Yeah.
That's brotherhood, man.
Yeah,
right
but I,
there.
I really like
Yeah.
I really like the way they carry themselves. They're really respectful guys, and they're
Yeah,
tough as
yeah.
nails also.
They're tough, man. Their mentality, they
Yeah.
are born fighters, man. They
Yeah.
starting young with wrestling and judo and
Yeah.
kickboxing, everything, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's really a fighting
Culture,
there.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can
Yes,
see it.
yeah.
Dagestan, also the Russian fighters also. These
Yeah.
people they're tough because the environment they were living in is not the environment where
You
we
know
grew up
the things they have to do, the mans they have to be,
Yeah.
to take care of their family and
Yeah.
stuff. It's different, yes, than in Europe and
Yeah,
and
we're a
some
little
countries.
we're a little bit spoiled here in on the
Yeah,
west side of Europe. Huh?
very sport, man. We have a lot of things here,
Yeah.
and we're still complaining about, and yeah. In some countries you don't have that.
I try to explain that to a lot
No,
of people because I've been to all those countries also. Like I haven't been to Dagestan, but I've been to Chechnya, Russia. Oh, I traveled a lot, and I've seen gyms. I remember one gym and this was in Croatia. The gym was like 60 square meters. There were a lot of guys training, and it was like really. They had no showers. There was no dressing room. There were only some benches and some plastic stools. They changed. And when we came in, at that time, Melvin Manhoef did an event there, and Donagi Abina was my fighter. He had to fight his first A-class fight over there. And we went to this gym, and when we came into the gym, the teacher was like, and everybody stood up, and then they sit down, and then he sent them away, and they were listening, weren't complaining. They were so like soldier-wise, man, and
Yeah.
so respectful. I was like, whoa, I like it,
They're,
and
they're very respectful in this kind
Yes.
of countries.
and I like it. I liked it a lot, man. I want to speak with you about, of course, your last couple of fights. But first of all, I want to talk with you about your family, about your father. Your father passed away, I think.
2016 also, man.
Man,
One month after the title fight, man.
5 years already.
Yes, yes, and it's crazy because in my head when I was doing my career, and it's really crazy how these things happen, man. And he became sick, he fought like 4 years against cancer, and I was like, man, I have to win a title or a big tournament to prove him,
Yeah.
to give him something, my parents,
Mhm.
and it happened the glory title fight. And 1 month after,
He passed away.
Passed away, man.
He was really proud of you
Yes,
guys.
yes.
You know. I spoke with him when you were still amateur, and Jafar was fighting his first fight, and I still get goosebumps when I speak about this man. Because he wasn't bragging. He was just a proud father, just
He was
proud.
very proud, man.
Very proud. And he came to me, and sometimes he was speaking in Suriname, and then he said, "Yeah, seriously, he's funny, He said, "Hey, Clyde, aboif me, atranga." Say dinky. That means like, hey, Clyde, my boy, he's strong. What do you think about him? And I told him always, I said, this boy is one tough cookie. He's gonna be a big name. And then he looked at me and he was like, yeah, I think you're right. And even your mother, your mother is like, she reminds me a lot of my mother, not because she's also Suriname, but she's a caring person, It's
Yes.
like a mother of all,
Yes,
So it's a really lovely woman. Haven't seen her quite a while because yes, you guys you signed when you started fighting for glory. You didn't fight in Holland almost many
Yeah.
years. So yeah, that's why I didn't see her. But if you, when you see her, tell her I said hello. You know. And
Yes, I will do, man.
yes,
Yeah.
they're okay.
Yeah, man.
Your last couple of fights, where we talk about your height. We're gonna talk about your low points in the career. It's all part of life. Which fight is for you the most devastating loss you had under not under the glory banner? Which one hurts you the most?
Man, I think the last Pereira fight, man,
Yeah,
because these views and it happened. Everybody sees it. Everybody
yeah,
talks about it.
yeah,
And man, it gets you mentally. It gets you down, man,
yeah.
because you're gonna think about it. You see it in front of you.
Mm.
You're getting like scared because you don't want it to happen anymore. And
Yeah,
yeah, and that's why I say mentally, it was very very tough to get above this loss, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
I can imagine because
yeah,
I was there and I saw it happen. Even for me, it was hard to see the way you went down, and especially because I thought it couldn't have been provided. But it is what it is.
yeah,
You live and you learn, and
yeah.
I knew it was going to be a tough time for you to get back. But you're a fighter, and a fighter comes back also from a loss, from when he loses, and it loss doesn't define you. It's the career at
Yes.
all what you did, what you've done.
100%.
So
Yes,
and you
100%.
didn't lose against one just a
No.
regular fighter. Pereira is
He's top of the top now.
top
Yeah.
of the top of the top, and I heard he did one MMA fight also. Huh?
I don't know how many, but he had a recent last MMA fight. Yes,
And
also.
he knocked this guy into the hospital. I heard. Huh?
Oh yeah.
He went K the fuck O.
Yeah, he went KO, man.
Yeah, again with the left hook.
The
huh?
left hook, man.
He's
Yeah.
dangerous. I like the way he fights. The reason why I like the way he fights, he's so precise,
Yeah,
so
he's
smart.
precise, yeah.
He's really dangerous.
He's a dangerous guy, man, and he has hard shots, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
I
hard
heard
shots.
everybody that fought against him says sometimes it doesn't look hard, the things he does, but I think it's hard because he's so precise. And everything that's precise is hard, you know? And yeah, but that fight, it happened. The fight before, you fought against.
I had a American guy, man.
Oh, I think you won that fight on low
I
kicks.
won, yes, on low kicks. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was also something that in the beginning of your career when you were amateur and I was following you, you were always like 2 or 3 hooks, liver shot, low kick, back leg. You
Low
were
kick,
always working
yes,
on.
low
But
kicks.
when you became the top fighter you were, it looks like you started focusing too much on winging punches and not
Yeah.
kicking too much.
Yes, and
How-
that's it. You have to combinate, your
Yeah.
things. It's a game. Just play the game. But yeah, if you're training different and going for the hard, everything hard, it's not a problem. But you have to, like I said, combinations to make the game and to win.
Yeah.
And if you
And we're not but you were fighting too predictable
yes,
at
and
sometimes.
if you're
you know?
fighting like that, it's too easy, man.
Yeah, yeah, especially against those kind of opponents you fight against
Yes,
because
yeah.
these guys are, they're smart guys.
Yes,
They're studying your fights and they're like, okay, he's coming to put
No,
pressure.
it's too easy, and that was also one of the things we discussed about, about my career and what I'm going to do now. And now I'm working with Fikri Tiarti,
Yes.
he's my coach now, and we upgraded a lot of things, man. So yeah, I'm
Fikri-
think,
Fikri is
I'm
really-
better than before now, man.
Do you see the difference between your old gym when you were training, like mitts work, and the mitts work you're doing with Fikri?
Yes, everything, man. Now I'm doing mid work like an hour, 1 hour and a half, man. It's before I didn't even have the stamina to work so long. But now I'm working like an hour and a half on the mids,
But,
on the back, and all these things are what I'm capable of, and I can do good in a fight.
Yeah.
So we working, yeah, much better, man, than before.
Yeah, but I think the reason why you do more mid work or can have the stamina to do it longer is because I don't think you're working constantly on power anymore. I think you're more working on volume punches, like pop, 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 pop,
Yes, yes.
instead of boom, 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 boom,
Also,
boom.
no, now
Huh?
I'm kickboxing much better, man,
Yeah,
and yeah, complete. And if you want to win 5 rounds or
yeah,
3 rounds, yes, you have to combine that way
yeah.
because yeah, going for the minute and hard and yeah,
It
it's
doesn't work.
it can work, but sometimes you have to pick your shots
Yeah,
better,
yeah.
man. To
Yeah, but you already have the
know,
power, so I
yeah.
think if you just work, do your thing, feint, and when you get somebody hurt, the power is already there. Then you can put the power in with the combinations, and just make sure that you don't blow yourself up, but use the right combinations
Yes, yes,
to get somebody down.
and if your coach is smart, you know he has the eyes that you don't have in the ring
Yeah,
sometimes, and
because of the chaos.
yeah, I think now my coach he was a smart fighter also.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you can
yeah,
see his
Figure.
fights. He was a smart fighter, and now also with things he's very smart. So that helped me also. So your coach can help you
A lot.
a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course, of course. He's like I say always, your coach is like your remote control outside of
Yes.
the ring.
Yes.
You're working, of course, also on your wrestling. How many times a week do you wrestle, for instance?
Yeah, it's different now that I'm coming for the fight. I wrestle like 3 days in a week. You know,
Hmm.
sometimes 2 days and then mixed with on the ground.
Yeah.
Sometimes after a kickboxing session, I'm doing like some work on the ground. You know,
Yeah.
to get up, to move. You know,
Yeah.
so yes, we a lot on wrestling we worked, and of course grappling also, but. Uh, for now, we're doing a lot of defend
Defend, yes.
type
Yeah.
of things.
Just defensive wrestling.
Yes,
Instead of
I can take a guy down
yeah.
also. I can have a fight on the ground also, but we work more on the defense
Yeah.
because yeah,
So like
yeah,
on the hooks and
yes, all these
yes,
things.
yes, yes. Because I think especially in the beginning of your MMA career, the guys know that you're a hard hitter. They know you're coming. Your name, if your AKA name is Tyson, it's for a reason they call you Tyson. So it would be stupid for them to stand up. So I
Yeah.
think they're gonna shoot double, single
Yes,
every
yes.
time they can. They're gonna try to do that. But that's something you already know. So yeah, defensive wrestling. How do you think your first MMA fight will play out? No, not what you're expecting, but how do you think? Because you know your opponent.
Yes, I know who he is.
Did you study some? Is there how many?
I've seen some things of him.
Yeah.
I think he's the MMA type of striker. Not
Yeah.
like a kickboxing guy
How is he
or
built? Is he
karate.
tall? Is he
I
stocky?
think yeah, like me, but not so
Muscular.
muscled maybe.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's the MMA guy. I don't know how to say it, and I think he want to go to the ground. I
Yeah.
think so.
How
It
many
will be
rounds do
fun.
you fight?
It's 3 rounds of 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah, man.
So it's you start straight up in the pro. Of course, you cannot go to amateurs, eh?
No, it's pro.
Pro.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that I'm gonna be there at the fight together with my companion Ronnie from the podcast.
Okay.
Me and Ronnie. So I'll be there to support you,
Cool.
and of course support also Fikri. Fikri is one of my good friends. I've known him for many years. I know all of his brothers. I always call them Daltons because they all look alike.
They look
Fu,
like each
yeah,
other.
Fuad, Murat,
Yeah.
Zakaria, and they have the other brother, the oldest one. I don't know his name, but I know 4 of them. Huh?
But
Yeah, brother. Yes, So nice people,
yes.
good coaches, also good stand-up coach. He was also a really good fighter, top fighter.
Like I said, he's very smart with
Yeah,
with tactics and techniques, man. So that helped me a lot. And also outside of the ring, he's,
Yeah.
you know, actually he's more than a coach.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
he helped me, how he see things, and you know how we everything, man. He's yeah, man. He's everything now, man.
Okay. When you look into the future, we're not gonna predict it, but what are your ambitions when it comes to MMA? It's maybe a cliche question, but do you really want to become a champion, or do you want to be the champion?
Now, when I look at my career, you know, everything I want to get of my career because all these things happened, and yes, I'm still a fighter. I know I can be a good fighter. I know I can get things, you know,
Yeah.
in the MMA world. So I want to give, and I want to have everything, man. Going to a
Just want to be the
big
best.
organization and do things. You know, I don't want to walk forward for my steps. You know,
Yeah.
but man, I think I can have
But
a
I
lot of
always say,
things there, man.
just dream big.
I dream big
Yeah.
always. You know, I don't say a lot of things, but
Yeah.
what I have in my head and what we do with people,
Yeah.
we working on things, man. For
That's
sure.
funny. That's
Yeah,
funny.
man.
It's funny that you just said you don't talk a lot.
No,
That's,
no,
that's
yeah.
we're gonna talk about that one. You know, I told you many times. You know, of course, you're not the type of person that talks a lot. You've never been that. It's not a problem because my brother is the same like you. But to be fair, your brother is the same like I am. You
Yes,
know,
yes, yeah.
Jaffa is like me. We talk a lot. It's not talk to talk, but we're just open people.
Yeah.
My eldest son, Nigel, is also another guy who talks a lot. But I'm gonna be honest, and like I told you many times, I'm gonna give you an advice. Let your hands speak, but sometimes show a little bit more personality.
Yes.
But you're not the kind of person who's gonna brag because and you don't need to be Kobe Covington. It's bullshit. But you can be a little bit Dustin Poirier. Just
Yes,
when they
no, no, yeah,
when
yeah,
they
yeah.
prick you, just get them a little bit back, not too much.
Actually, right now I'm talking not more, but I'm talking more
Yeah.
open, and my attitude is also different
Yeah.
now because when you are silenced, you know, people put you in a way like, oh, he's the silence guy, or he don't want it, you know,
Yeah.
but people seen it wrong, and now my whole attitude and how I speak with things, I can speak more now, man. So
It's also your age.
yeah, it changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, 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 of
also,
course. If it's something isn't natural, you can't expect people to be from a quiet person to a bragging person. No.
No, no.
But I think also
now,
you're-
now I talk more than
Yeah, yeah, I know,
before,
I
for
know.
sure, man.
In the beginning, bro, when I saw you in the dressing room, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" You know. But I knew that it wasn't something personal against me or somebody
No,
else.
no, but people gonna think that sometimes, man.
No, yeah, yeah, but that's the way it is. I had the same with my brother. They always thought that my brother was like naughty guy. Like, I said, no, that's the way he is. He's a good guy, but he doesn't speak a lot. And when he became older, he became more outspoken. And I think the reason why I tell you this because now it's not only that being a good or a great fighter is not only being a good fighter inside of the octagon or in the ring. It's also try to sell yourself a little bit, you know.
Yes.
And I think did you see UFC this night of this
Yes,
morning?
yes.
Okay, if you look at the fight against, of course, Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor, yeah, that's the top of the top. Dustin, in the 3 fights that he fought against Conor, you can see the way he matured as a person. You know, in the beginning he was really emotional. He was like, I don't want to talk, and he went emotional into the octagon and he lost. The second fight, because also Conor was more less outspoken and more respectful, he was relaxed. But the last time, Conor was being Conor. He was being a prick. And I can see in the eyes of Dustin, even with the press conference, he was poking Conor and showing him like, bro, I'm not that outspoken person as you are, but I will show you tomorrow
Yeah.
what's going to happen. And that's also what people like also, eh? You can talk without, you can talk a little bit without talking too much.
But also for yourself, like I said, the whole attitude, because you don't, people don't gonna mess with you
Yeah.
in your head or these opponents. You see, you can have respect, but if your attitude is like Justin Poirier, then your mentality is also different in the
Different.
fight, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I said, the attitude, and also after a loss or something, you have to have that attitude to
Accept.
you see
Yeah.
to grow also, man,
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
mess these guys up. So what I said, the attitude, it helps me also.
Yeah, I can see, of course, also not only during our conversation as we speak now. I can see that you're more open, you're
Yes.
more mature. I
Yes.
know that you've been through a rough time after your loss against Pereira, and I
Yes.
can imagine
All
it
these
was
losses.
it was
Yes.
in your hometown. The way you went hard, um, bro. The thing I can say about that one, I think it was a real learning lesson. A hard one,
Yes.
but it was a good lesson, I think.
Yes, for
And
sure.
I think from now on in your career, that fight is gonna help you get through a lot of tough stuff.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
And you're already a tough fighter when it comes to pushing, because you're really tough. You're a tough guy. So now mixing the toughness with skills, good coaching all around, I think you're gonna be a
Yes.
force to be reckoned with, man.
If you build it good,
Yeah.
like you say, if you build it good, you can do the right things. And after these kind of losses or these things in life, I can really lose my mind because I'm emotional.
Yeah.
I'm a thinker. I'm
Yeah.
gonna think about these things. But now that I have experienced it more and speak with like my coach, Fikri now, they know these things about life,
Yeah.
and that helped you. And like I said, the attitude is different than before, because before I was eating myself up, man,
Yeah.
in my head.
And those, you
You
didn't
know,
talk.
yeah, I didn't talk about these things. People
Yeah.
don't understand me, but now, yes, it's positive energy that I can work with now, man.
What coming back to your family, what did your brother said? What's your brother opinion about you going into MMA?
No, I trained with him also at the old gym. We did some MMA,
Yeah.
and he's like, you're good at
Oh,
this, man."
okay.
Yes, man. So
So he's really supportive of
yeah,
it.
he's supporting. And actually, he can do it too. He can
Yeah.
he can do some MMA things also. But he's like, no, I'm too old. But I say, you can do it, man. But he's like, no, you're good. You're strong. You know. So yeah, he supports us for
And your
sure, man.
mother?
My mother, at the beginning, she didn't support it. It was difficult to support kickboxing
Yeah.
also. And later, she became,
The biggest fan.
yeah, she support the kickboxing. And now that I'm, good on the way with MMA, she's supporting, of course, man.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
good. It's
yes,
really,
yes.
really, really good to hear,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's I one more question. I just forgot it. Um, what's your weight as we speak now? Because you look
Yes.
massive.
No,
Can
massive,
I
yeah.
can I guess?
Actually, I'm lighter now, man. I'm lighter,
Oh,
lighter.
but you're
yeah.
muscular. That's
Oh,
why.
yeah, that can. But I'm lighter than before all
Yeah.
these fights, man. Yes, I have like a diet. What I'm
Yeah.
working with now, and I'm eating good things.
Healthy
Not
things.
not just a diet from myself
Yeah.
but really from someone who knows about this
Nutrition.
food and
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm lighter, and actually I'm on weight now.
How much kilograms?
It's
About
it's
86,
it's
87?
85, and now I'm weighing like 85 and a half, 86, man.
Wow.
Yes, man.
I think if you really, really cut, you can fight 170, like 77 kilograms.
Yes, they was talking about it, man. If
Yeah.
we can do it, maybe the good way, and 81 kilo I can get also,
Yeah.
So yes, we're working on things. Yes, also with kickboxing
Yeah.
to fight.
But are you
in
gonna
81 and stuff, man.
but are you gonna maintain kickboxing or
Yes,
only
I'm
concentrate?
doing both, but we have to see how it goes, man.
Ah,
For the same, maybe MMA is going good, you know,
Then
and
you,
we can make steps there. So
yeah,
why not give that your all or the chances, you
yes.
know?
And you still contracted by Glory or
Not contracted, but I can still fight for glory.
for
You know,
Glory?
we have contacts there,
So if
and
you can fight like one fight at the time,
yes, maybe I can fight there. So yes, like I said, we're working on so many things, and yes, we they're gonna hurt for sure, man. MMA and kickboxing.
yeah, okay.
Yes, man.
Yes, I'm gonna put an end to our conversation, Jason.
Okay.
I'm really, really happy to see that you made the step to MMA. I wish you nothing but the best, but you know me, I always been real with you and your brother
Yes, for sure.
because I always saw you and your brother as Clyde and Lloyd Van Dams. Why? We were both from Suriname, but you are the younger versions of us,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
And I really hope that you're gonna be the top of the top. I know that you have the potential, but just go, try your best, and I think every opponent that you get is gonna regret it, and that's what I really mean. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but
No.
they're gonna regret
Yes,
it.
but that's what we're going to do in that ring on the cage, man. To
Yeah.
give him a hard time, man.
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. Okay, my friends. Once again, it's been almost 2 months ago, but I hope you enjoyed this video with the interview with Jason Wilnis. Jason's gonna be fighting in 2 weeks. If you have something, you can follow Jason also on his Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Just my name, Jason Wilnis.
Just Jason Wilnis. Go and support this guy, and hope he can be the next big thing in MMA. Guys, like, subscribe to my channel, Clyde the Tank 2.0. Just click on the button, and also our podcast, Ronnie and Clyde. Yes, have a good day, and like the Italians would say, arrivederci. Ciao!